All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Megan Greening for the virtual specialist for the American Government class, and today I'm going to be going very quickly through how to choose primary source documents for your classroom. All right, so why do we bother with primary source documents? A really good quote that I came across is, primary sources help students relate in a personal way to events of the past and promote a deeper understanding of history of human events. And because primary sources are incomplete snippets of history, each one represents a mystery that students can only explore further by finding a new piece of evidence. So it's a really good way of showing why we bother with primary source documents. So they're essential to the inquiry-based classroom, and even though they're more challenging, they offer a first-hand account rather than looking through the lens of someone else. So this doesn't mean they're not biased, but rather that the bias is a given based on sources and experiences at the time. So we know that they're biased. It's going to expose students to multiple perspectives, sharpens critical thinking skills, helps students actually experience history instead of being told about history. But to be an effective tool, the content for the source must be intentional and accessible to all students. All right, so when you're choosing yourself sources, ask yourself the following questions. Is the source appropriate? Is it engaging? Is the length of the source appropriate? Are there too many sources in the activity? What vocabulary needs to be defined or explained to the students? Do we need to scaffold that up? Are we asking guiding questions, or are we leaving the students on their own to look at the document? Finally, part two of how you might choose your sources is you want to be very careful. So there's an endless number of sources out there. Not all are created equal. And before deciding on any source, you should ask yourself, what do you want the students to get from them, rather than the other way around. Don't just take a source and be like, okay, what can they get? You want to know what do you want them to get, and then decide which source fits that. What content should they get from the source? Are they using it for, what are they using it for? Is it a research paper, debate? And does that source help meet that end? Make sure the students are equipped with the necessary background information, and use a range of type of primary sources to keep it interesting. Don't always have just one type of source that the students have to look for. If you watch the longer video, I go through how you can take a primary source in its full text and break it down in a great way for the students to really get what they need out of a source. All right, thank you.